K Black Boxing, here with a quick video. Boxers, you guys need to go back to the basics, man. A knockout is phenomenal. Anyone who partake in boxing love to see the knockout. But sometimes, I think a lot of boxers, that's the only thing they try to do. They go in there, they don't try to work on angles. They don't try to use head movement, foot movement. They just go in there just for the kill. But in the process, they get picked apart. And many times, things get overlooked because eventually they stalk the guy down and they eventually, get what they're looking for, which is the knockout. But when you are fighting a superior boxer, you tend to get outboxed, man. And sometimes you don't catch up to the individual and land that good blow to get them out of there. I'm here to tell you, if you are not Deontay Wilder, I'm not saying that Deontay Wilder don't need to work on certain things as well, but if you are not Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder, please work on your boxing skills, man. Because Deontay Wilder is the only boxer who can get thoroughly outboxed, completely just, beaten, to seem like he's going to get beat, and then he throw one or two blows and get the guy out of there, okay? But he's the only one that can do that in this day and age of boxing. I'm just here to tell you, in the heavyweight division, like it's no other division, you know what I mean? Yes, one punch can change the outcome of a fight. But in the heavyweight division, these guys are 6 foot plus tall, 200 plus pounds. So, of course, their blows are going to be a lot more stronger than a featherweight or a lightweight or a welterweight or even a middleweight, things like that. So, if you are not Deontay Wilder, man, hone them skills, man. Everything that got you there, you need to continue to do that. There's no way. Some of these boxers, don't you know some of these boxers have hundreds of amateur fights? Some of these guys went to the Olympics. Some even medaled. Some was Olympic alternates, golden gloves, silver gloves, won all type of tournaments. And they get to the big stage, become a pro, and they get outboxed with a goddamn jab. Like, dude, what does that happen at, man? And also, if it's not a jab, the boxer get beat basically one punch. I literally seen a fight, man, I'm not going to mention a damn fight, but how can a boxer, I like this particular boxer, but how can you basically get outdone with just one punch? The fighter literally was throwing one punch the whole time. He didn't change the variation or nothing. He was just throwing the same punch, and the guy did not move his head whatsoever. I'm pretty high on this particular boxer, but the thing is, it shows you when you're not fighting the best boxers, because we don't know who the best is. If you got 3 or 4 different title holders, champions in each division, how do we know who the best is? A lot of times we put we put out our own judgment on it. We like, okay, if I like this particular fighter, if I like his particular style, I'm gonna say he's better than everybody. But to be honest, if you don't fight the other champions, we would never know who's better. You know what I mean? And there's nothing wrong with going in there and fighting a boxer that's better than you in a certain area, because you can grow from that. Even if you win, even if oh, he got exposed. The thing is with that word, you gotta be quick to throw that out as well. As boxing fans, some of us are. The thing is, it's just you just got beat to the punch in that particular area. That's all. You just got to work in the area, man. Even with these trainers, if you know if your fighter is phenomenal in this certain area, you should not continue just to train him in that area because he look good in it. You got to work him, man. You got to work him. You got to teach him different things, because there is levels to it, man. And because eventually you're gonna throw him in there with a person that's better than him in a certain area. He might not be better than him overall, but he might be better than him in a certain area, and he gonna, quote unquote, as these boxing fans say, expose him. We have seen it happen many, many times before. So my whole thing is, this is the time, man. This is the time. If you don't believe it, We have seen top boxers just recently, get beat to the punch in certain aspects of the fight. One boxer still won, the other one didn't. But it should be a lesson learned. One punch shouldn't be able to stop you and be able to beat you, man. You gotta listen, dog. You are a professional boxer. You are a champion. There's no way you should allow one punch to beat you, bro. It just shows you that the level, the skill stage that you are, man. These trainers and these boxers really need to work on certain things, man. A lot of these guys, they don't even jab anymore. The first punch they teach you once you go to the boxing gym is a damn jab. And many of these guys abandon it. It's sometimes some of these guys don't even throw jabs at all, man. A jab can help you. You know what I mean? Especially how these boxers fight these days. They really don't know how to do certain things. They're only good at one area. You can truly beat a boxer with just a jab. If you don't believe me, ask what happened in late December. It don't matter what I think. Once it's on the history books, it's in the history books. I can't change that. But that wouldn't have happened if this guy would have honed with them skills. But he was stalking. He was just wanting to do one thing, get the knockout. And he literally let a guy beat him with a damn jab. This guy barely even threw combination punches, and he got beat with a jab, man. Because the jab is very essential if you know how to use it correctly. A jab can literally stop an opponent in his tracks and have him have to start over. You can jab to the midsection, jab up top. A jab can be used, as for distance, man. You know what I mean? I've seen guys who had longer arms get beat by guys because they weren't utilizing their jab. It's to create distance. It's to help you set up punches. It's to stop your opponents in his tracks and have him start over. Imagine he's throwing 2 or 3 punches at you. You jab him right in the middle. They throw him off balance, man. There's just a couple of things that a jab can do. There's many other things that can help. That a jab can help a fighter. It can help you with timing. You know what I mean? You timing them, and then okay, boom, you hit him with a good shot. You can use it as a blinding mechanism. It's like a pawing jab. You just putting it out there with it, putting it out there, and then they don't see the other punch coming right down the pipe. You know what I mean? This is what it is, man. But guess what? These guys don't even utilize that. So how can you be a professional fighter and you don't even utilize just a jab? And you'll be surprised if just throwing a jab can really help you make the fight go real easier, man. Especially when you throw a real strong, stiff jab. Man, a jab can be used to help cuts come. You know what I mean? You throw a jab enough, it can cut above the eye. It can help you bust a person's nose with if the nose bleeding, it's gonna be hard for them to breathe. If you create a cut with the jab, the blood's gonna help you. The blood flow in the eyes is gonna blind the fighter a little bit, which is gonna help you. But these guys don't do that, man. That's just the jab alone, man. So I might, name this video, boxers utilize the jab more or something like this. I'm basically talking about the jab, man. I'm just saying, boxers, I got to get back to the basics, man. Y'all need to go in there and throw, y'all need to be throwing 100 or 200 jabs to the damn heavy bag a goddamn day, man. For real, get it real strong. And I've seen guys put people down with a strong jab. You know what I mean? Really can truly offset the timing of your opponent, man, and set up your punches. It can just help you do so many things, man. I'm telling you, a jab is so essential. The most essential, punch in the boxing game, man. Because if you sometimes, like I said, they can set up for bigger shots later on, man. So if not, we're gonna continue to see guys, man. Don't be surprised. 2019, we're gonna continue to see guys, quote unquote, get exposed, man. Because this is the time now. This is the time right now, man. If you don't want to be looked up as a person who's just a hype job or a person who really wasn't that good in the first place, well, y'all better start utilizing your jab more. Y'all better start moving your head more, moving your feet. You know, if you're not good at moving your feet, you know, you need to go ahead and even if your trainer can't help you, need to go with other trainers. Doesn't mean you got to leave your main trainer, but you got to go ahead and go with other trainers and get that help, man. You know what I mean? You need to work on your head moving more and blocking more, catch and shoot. You know, parrying punches. Y'all got to learn how to do these things, man. If y'all truly want to be essential, if y'all truly want to become an all-around good boxer. If not, y'all gonna get exposed, man. Power punch is gonna be there. Like I said, I love the knockout, but ain't nothing like seeing a boxer thoroughly outbox the other opponent. Because at the end of the day, the better boxer gonna win. You can have all the power in the world, but the better boxer gonna win. Unless you're like Deontay Wilder, he can get unboxed the whole goddamn fight, and then hey, he can still end the show. But other than him, all these other boxers, like I said, I ain't saying that Deontay Wilder don't have to hone his skills, because I want him to become a better boxer as well. But I'm just saying, even if he does it, believe me, that Alabama Slam gonna get him through. You know what I mean? And I'm saying he can't get caught or get beat, but what I'm saying, he definitely got power all through the whole fight. But the rest of you boxers in every other division, working on skills, man. Work on those skills. You working on those skills, you gonna be okay, man. Because the better boxer wins, bro. Yeah, he can get caught. Don't get me wrong. But 9 times out of 10, the better boxer always gonna win the fight, man. K Black Boxing. Like, comment, subscribe. Boxers, get y'all skills up. Shout out to the whole LDBC.